International, that's too many syllables.
This beaver just came out of a new rebuild. Just got done a month ago. 3.5 years.
Where? At Park Rapids?
Anoka County Airport. Lauren Olson and Todd Lane did it.
They did the rebuild on it and you're
They
selling
did the
it?
rebuild and I'm breaking it in and selling it. In case you want a beaver today.
Someone wanted to buy your plane or want to tell me for sure that you gave them a ridiculous price to pay for it. So this is the plane we need, you know, we like we sell it. Yeah. Yeah, I like it.
3-mile final for 31 localized approach coming.
Barkhand out of Osceola, Wisconsin.
Oh, wait a minute, you came all the way from Osceola?
Well, that isn't very far as I'm concerned, but yes, all right, I did all the way from Osceola.
How many hours? 2, 3, 4?
Well, I throttled way back and I was going like 2,100 RPM, giving me about 97 knots. And so it took me a little over 2 hours, about 2 hours and 15 minutes. Just laid back, it was nice and smooth, good
Is this
flying.
your first time here at Moberg's?
No, actually this is going to be my third time coming up here.
You're old hand at it.
Well, yeah, it's such a great time up here with this chapter. It's
It looks like you're in Alaska, doesn't it?
Pardon me?
It looks like you're in Alaska.
Yes, which I have been.
Oh, okay.
But flown this up there and then driven up and then worked up there. But yes, it does.
Tell me about your airplane.
Fantastic.
What is
Well,
it?
this is an early model, 1964. It's the M4. It's got the smallest engine that they ever put in them. It's a little 145 horse in there. And but for me, it's just perfect because 90% of the time I'm flying alone, and then I can just throw anything I want in the back. I don't have to worry about being over gross, and it'll still perform real good. I can get out on some pretty short strips with it still. So,
Did you ever have it on?
happy.
Ever have it on floats?
No, this particular one with the 145 was never certificated
Okay.
to be on floats. The 210 horse they did, but not this little one. So it would be really tough to probably get this set up for floats. But I have a Taylorcraft, an F-21 that I'm putting on floats. So whenever I get around to getting it finished, I don't stay home too much. So anyway, one day that'll be on floats.
Thank you.
Sure.
Now I got a question. All of you came out of that one airplane?
Yep. All of our stuff still in there.
Who am I talking to?
Heath Sneller.
And where's Keith Miller?
Sneller.
Sneller, and where are you from?
Kimball, Minnesota.
Timble?
Yep. About 20 miles south of St. Cloud.
Okay. Did you come up for the gathering tomorrow, or did you come up for the seminar tonight?
Yeah, tonight and tomorrow.
Oh, you gonna camp out then, or what?
Yep.
You got all four of you came out of the airplane, and you had enough room to carry your camping gear.
Yep.
But now you know how to pack.
Well, we still pack quite a bit.
Okay. And who are these two young guys here?
I'm Cody. I'm
Hi.
Bryce.
Cody and Bryce? And?
Sarah.
Hi, Sarah, and welcome. Is this your first time here at the
Yes, it
Moberg?
is.
Oh, okay. Who am I talking to?
Hi, I'm Don Abner, and we're just talking about my strip that I have north of town. I live about 23 miles north of Bemidji. I have a strip that's 2,450, 60 feet long. It's about 300 feet wide, and it's an old seaplane base from back in the 30s. And If anybody remembers Ham's Beer Bear that used to be paddling a canoe across the lake, well, that's the lake they took the pictures on, and the island is still there, and the old log building is still out there. And so it's up on Whitefish Lake, no public access, but we do have primitive camping. We have an outhouse and a water pump. So if you're welcome to come up and stay if you've got some friends that want to fly in. It's a sod strip right now. I've just got the hay taken off on it, but it's a smooth strip.
So this is an invitation for people with airplanes, not the general public. With airplanes.
With airplanes, pretty much. Yeah.
Is there a phone number? If somebody wants to get a hold of you, want to give?
They can call 218-766-1949.
Now you were around when Ralph Moberg was here. Did you ever know Ralph?
I knew Ralph really, really well. He used to come out here 2 or 3 times a week, and we were just talking here. And one of the things I really remember about Ralph is I come out here one day and I was looking around. His car was here. The airplanes were still here, and so I walked in the shed and I says, "Ralph, are you around here?" And he didn't hear anything. And I walked around a little bit more, and "Ralph, are you here?" And I heard this, and I says, "Where are you at?" And he said, and I got closer, and he had crawled into the back of an old J2 Cub or J3 Cub, and had his hand straight ahead of him, and a spring broke loose back there, and wrapped a cable around his hand, and the blood was running out of the back end of the airplane and on the floor. And he says, "Get me out of here." I said, "Well, how do you want me to get you out? I'll grab your feet." "No, you can't pull me out. The cable's wrapped around my hand, and I can't get it out. Find a knife and cut a hole in the side of the airplane. Pull me out." I says, "I'm not going to cut a hole in somebody else's airplane." He says, "I'll fix the dang thing later." He said, "I got to get out of here. I've been in here for 3 hours." So I cut the hole in the side of the plane. Well, the next day, I took him to the doctor that day, and got some stitches, and the next day I come back out here, and here he was working on that plane, patching a hole that we'd cut in the side of it. So that's kind of some of the things I remember about Ralph. So
good thing you came along.
So
well, because it was 90 degrees that day, we tried one of these water cooling devices. You put the cold water in and turn the fan on. It was a good idea, but it didn't seem much cooler. We just unplugged it because it was noisy, and went with the heat. Last year when we put up a new windsock, we used rope to feed along the edges and tie it to the frame. This year Will had a better idea. We used tie wraps, and it went much faster.
Oh, it is. Yeah, it's a lot.
Jerry, your shirt matches the windsock. If you stand next to it, let's see if you disappear.
I think the windsock's brighter.
No, get into the windsock, right next to it. I want to see. Boy, that's a pretty good match, but now I got to remember this number, 1397. I keep forgetting the number. Chapter 1397. Got it.
Well, that looks like a better way to do it.
Well, that's pushing it.
I'm trying to dig walleyes and catch my son was just like, they're so stupid, and they'd sit by the boat and he would...
All right, everybody, we'll go ahead and get started. Can you hear me okay? We didn't do a sound check beforehand, so with the crowd and the audience, so hopefully this is okay. Well, good evening, everybody. Thanks for coming out tonight. My name's Chris Meyer. I'm an aviation representative with the MnDOT Office of Aeronautics. First of all, thank you so much for inviting us to come out and meet with you guys tonight to talk about aviation and experience the Moberg Airplane Base here. And how cool is this? Airplanes, tents out by airplanes, camping next to airplanes. This is great. This is what aviation's all about. We're pretty fortunate to live in a state to have that availability and to have those resources to do that. So this is really cool. Thanks again. Again, I'm Chris Meyer, aviation representative. We have a couple colleagues that came up with us tonight. Rachel Obermoller is going to be joining me in this presentation tonight. And over here we have Kelly Akun and Cassandra Isaacson. Both work with us in our office. By any means, after the presentation, come see any one of us and talk to us, let us know what's on your mind, and hopefully we can answer some questions that you might have.
While MnDOT is doing its program for the local pilots, the rest of the family, well, there's things to do. How about swimming off the ramp on a beautiful Friday evening? There's something for the entire family when you come to this fly-in.
He's older by 2 years.
So did you hold him then? I mean,
It may have been in the 90s on Friday and Saturday, but if you were out by the dock where the ramp is and the kids are swimming, you would have seen a beautiful sunset for Friday evening. After the MnDOT presentation, we had a campfire outside. Yeah, there were a few mosquitoes, but it wasn't bad. And at the same time as the campfire, as promised, it was movie night inside the hangar.
Blowing pretty good just off the ground, so yeah. I didn't know how rough it would be coming along here, so.
Now let's see, where do you want to park it?
Where do you want us to park it?
Well, see, you're the first one here, so you get your choice of all these wonderful parking places. Pretty airplane. How long you had it?
4 o'clock. Okay.
It's long enough, but you have to think. Then you've had it for a little while.
Yeah, 3 years? Yeah, it hasn't been too long, but.
It's gonna put it, tie it up short. Inside, have some donuts and coffee.
Good for airplane.
Yeah, it flies nice.
What?
It flies nice.
Oh, I'll say.
Yep.
So, Clark told me yesterday.
You try to tie it around its post here.
Hey guys, how was the water yesterday?
Good.
Yeah, probably going to go back in today because it's going to be warm out. I still can't believe you got 4 people, a tent, and all your supplies in that one small airplane. Jeez.
Loads well.
Yeah, you know how to pack?
He does.
Okay.
Dad really.
What am I looking at for an airplane?
It's a Bearhawk.
What do you call it?
Bearhawk.
Okay, I'm not familiar.
It's an experimental four-place airplane.
Well, who sells the Bearhawk? Where does it come from?
Oh, we built it from scratch. Yeah, from plans.
How long did it take?
About 5.5 years.
And how long have you been flying it now?
Then just under 2 years.
How'd you decide on this airplane versus whatever else is out there?
Because we wanted a plane for the whole family and all of our stuff.
Gotcha. And you told me where you were from, but I forgot.
Kimball, Minnesota.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, there's some kids over there throwing some.
I like your airplane. What is it? Now the sunlight here. What is your airplane? Well, you can't talk with a mouthful. I understand that.
No, it's a B-17.
First of all, what's the name? What's your name? Did you forget your name already? Okay. We'll get back to that. Tell me about your airplane. Oh, that's a lot of information.
B-17.
That's a B-17?
It's a B-17.
Look at those blades go.
You know what he's thinking, and his imagination is coming to life.
They're talking winds up pushing 30, I think, in Fargo, you know, nothing.
Who am I talking to?
Mike Severson.
Where are you from, Mike?
Flying out of the Monoman Airport.
Oh, okay. All right. And what are you flying?
An Aranca 7AC, 85 horse.
Ooh,
1946 model.
Ever have it on floats?
No, no.
Is it for sale?
No.
I don't want to talk to you anymore. Okay. Nice. Welcome here. And what were you talking about? Winds coming up this afternoon?
Yeah, we got winds coming up again today. Kind of like you had, what, last year or the year before? It got pretty nasty.
Years ago, yeah. What time? Any late afternoon?
By noon, we should be looking at it. Bemidji here is not quite as bad as it's going to be over in Fargo. And I left my phone with all the data in my pickup, so that doesn't do me any good. I had everything written down. I think it gets to be like 3 o'clock or something here before it's up to 30, but...
It says 11 now, noon 20.
Yeah.
Yeah, 3 o'clock down to 19, so it shouldn't get...
Fargo's good.
I just broke my leg with it.
He is cut pretty clear from here down and across and down the neck. They took a chunk out of it. And it was EAA. Pattern. I was coming in and I saw this guy was going. I didn't know if he was coming around for landing or if he was higher than I was.
My name is Frank Lane. We're out of Cloquet, Minnesota, EAA 1221. This is a 1946 Aeronica Chief. It's over 65 years. Been flying it good 8 years now. Nice airplane.
You ever have it on floats?
No, not with a 65 horse.
Oh yeah, sure. Next.
Need a little more power for floats, maybe an 85 or a 90.
Frank Vittorio, we're out of Cloquet, 1221. And this is a 1939 Piper J4, 85 horse.
I'm Richie Matson. I'm from the Cloquet EAA, Chapter 1221. I'm flying a Titan Tornado named Aunt Sally.
Did you build this plane?
I did not. I enjoy flying too much to build an airplane.
Geez, a nice layout. Holy cow.
Yeah, I switched to hydraulic brakes on the stick and it's worked out real well.
That's what the handle is for there?
Yep. And with the nose wheel, I don't need the differential. It's been working great. And then, of course, there's the co-pilot in the back seat.
Giving you directions.
Yeah, when I get scared and cover my eyes with my hands, he takes over.
That's a good answer. Thank you.
Sure.
That'll be on our website. Ah, nice. So how many planes you got here? A couple?
Ready?
Yeah.
Wayne Oaks, Cloquet. We're flying an Aerotrack 220 out of Cloquet.
How long you had the airplane?
Since 2010.
And who's this
The
co-pilot?
plane is made in Czechoslovakia.
Made where?
Czechoslovakia.
Okay.
I'm Keith Halton. I'm from Cloquet also. I fly with Wayne.
The whole town is here from Cloquet today.
We could have another 6 or 8 airplanes, but all the other guys are screwing around back in Cloquet.
He's been flying for 40 years.
What engine you have in there?
Rotex, 100 horse.
Okay, I'm Mike Harper. I'm from Cloquet, Minnesota. Been flying for about 20 years here now, but I've only had this plane for about 7 years. Had a couple planes, but this is a Piper Tri-Pacer with 150 horse, and it's a nice little plane here. It goes pretty good here.
First time here?
Yeah, first time I came here. It's got a little bumpy when I came in here. We're over the trees there, but you have a nice long runway here. Actually, it's really nice.
Dick Barkowitz, Grand Rapids, Minnesota.
What are you flying?
172, 1962.
Is it true it's for sale?
Yeah, it's for sale.
Wow.
I've come down. I'll take 15.5 now.
Is there a phone number somebody can call you on?
256-1940, 218 area code.
Say that again now.
218 area code, 256-1940.
Thank you.
You bet.
Welcome to Mobergs.
Yep.
We'll get you signed in, and then we'll have you fill out for a drawing for pilots only also.
Okay.
So we'll get and when you put that on there on line 13, tell them, put in there that it's for sale also, and the price.
Okay.
Did you want to run this one back to Denny?
We will, but give them.
Moberg Airport, winds 180 at 10 knots, and watch the burble on short final.
Aircraft that just landed at Milberg, come on way down to the hangar base. We got a couple spots down here.
Still got room for another one. They're getting practice today. That wind coming over the top of those trees just rolled them.
Welcome.
Thank you. Rod Severson from Ada, Minnesota.
Ada.
Ada.
Hey, well, I just had another Severson. That's my cousin. He's in the camp here, so I know him.
So who are we talking to?
Rod Severson from Ada, Minnesota.
What are you flying, Rod?
I'm flying a 47 Piper PA-12 Super Cruiser.
Well, that's a mouthful.
Don't ask me any more than that.
Beauty.
Thank you.
It's a beauty.
Ways. Yeah.
Quiet it down a little bit.
That's pretty good, yeah. I want to get information there, name, address, whatever, because if you'd like to get notified of our plans and stuff. And then fill one of these out and I'll give it to you for paper record.
And eat? Okay.
Welcome. Well, you didn't want to walk.
And food, how about 2 hamburger patties on a bun covered with cheese? And all the hamburgers you can eat, along with a big pot of beans. With that comes freshly made sweet corn.
Getting better all day long, Dave. Getting better and better.
Oh, looks good.
You bet.
It's about the last batch.
Oh, that looks good. You must have known the chef to get a cheeseburger.
Cheeseburgers, they're good, especially at Moberg's.
Right on.
Turn it off, I thought I had the cord with me too, but
Oh, look
a
at
whole
that.
bag of cords, but not the right one.
You're going to put more beans in there? It's not full already?
Well, we got to try to keep it,
Warm.
yeah. Not that we couldn't sit them out in the sun today and cook them.
You guys? Okay, here you go.
The grass runway, there was a grass runway. That one was the opposite way.
Make sure you get your hamburger fresh as can be. We've got Jerry and Tom. They are the 2 brothers. It's good to see some families out there.
Back taxi on runway 19er.
Arnold Overland, Baudette, Minnesota.
And what are you flying? I hear it's pretty unusual.
A Cessna King Katmai. It's a 182 conversion with a 300 horse engine in it.
Jeez,
Yeah.
you must pop off the ground.
Right, and big wheels.
Big
29-inch wheels.
Okay, well, we'll get a picture of it in a few minutes here.
Okay, sounds good.
Thank you. Obviously, is why on this conversion to 350 horsepower, why the canards on
300 horsepower.
300 horsepower, why the canards on the cowling?
It's to unload the tail and make it more efficient. It's just all a matter of aerodynamics and slow flight. It makes it an extremely safe airplane.
What is the airplane heavier with this conversion in the
No,
nose?
it's a lifting surface that takes the negative lift off the tail, so it's more efficient. They work in conjunction with each other.
Stall speed.
Huh.
Yeah, lowers the stall speed. 31 knots is the stall.
Oh, jeez. I wonder why they don't do that to regular airplanes like the 172 or
I
something.
asked Todd Peterson, who has a company in El Dorado, Kansas, and he said Cessna is not interested in that kind of thing. They're more interested in selling airplanes.
Gotcha.
And it doesn't stall either, or spin.
Yeah, but it's a very safe airplane.
Maybe it should go on floats then pretty soon.
They're putting the first one on floats on this airplane is coming out in about a month.
Now, who's doing this?
Up at Seaplanes West.
Seaplane West?
I think up in, where is it? In
Oregon or something?
Idaho, I think. Priest.
Idaho. Oh, Priest, Idaho. Oh, okay,
Priest,
sure.
Idaho,
So they're going to put a 182 with the canard and a big engine on floats.
Right.
Wow, that's going to be interesting to see.
It's going to be a premier float plane.
Outbound departure from overhead.
Welcome. I'm Jan.
Jan, where are you from?
Grand Rapids.
Grand Rapids.
Yes,
Dennis.
You're Jan from
Grand Rapids.
And what year is the Skyhawk?
This is a 1972 150 horse. Belongs to that gentleman right there. Well, I got to help get out of the airplane right now.
Yeah, I got food that can.
Hey, how you doing? John. Good. How you doing, John? You work for the DNR, man.
Hi.
Good.
Good. Fighting the battles.
Well, now this guy fell out. I get the rig up. I think he probably John.
Roy Stakey.
Where's Roy from?
Grand Rapids.
And this is your machine here?
Yeah.
What year is the Hawk?
Huh?
What year is the Hawk?
95.
95. 1995. 75.
No, 75.
Well, that's close enough. 75.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, welcome to Moberg.
Thank you. I've been here many times.
Oh, did you fly for DNR?
No, I didn't fly. I was heavy equipment specialist.
Okay.
I had clearance to the military bases to screen stuff for firefighting.
How long have you owned the airplane?
About 4 or 5 years.
Wow. Thanks a lot.
And I had was down in Washington with the veterans.
World War II vet?
Yeah.
I need to
I was
talk
with
to
Patton in the 4th Armored Division.
Oh, I need to talk to you some more inside.
Yeah, I was with Patton.
Okay. Did you get drafted? Did you join or?
Out of Chicago, drafted. Then I went to Camp Walters, Texas. Volunteered for the paratroopers. Got all my wings and everything. And got hurt. And they wouldn't let me jump no more. And they sent me to New York. And I got on a ship. And ended up in Southampton, England. And then I was with the hedgerow, over 3 years with Patton in the hedgerow fighting and the rest. So across the Rhine, the Bulge, Bastogne, the Ardennes.
Wow. When you left the Ardennes and the hedgerow, where'd you end up at?
Passau, Germany, on the Danube.
On the Danube?
Well, we ended up in Czechoslovakia, I'm sorry.
Okay.
Strakonice. And then we...
Well, you were in tanks.
Armor. 4th Armored.
4th Armored Division, okay. Ever have any problems in your tank? Getting too hot, smoky hit, or?
No, I didn't complain a bit.
Didn't have
I
to
was
walk.
just glad to be alive.
I guess I would be too. At least you didn't have to walk.
Yeah.
Was it hot inside the tank with the engine?
Not too bad.
Was there a hatch at the bottom of the tank to get out if you had to?
I didn't ever use one. Never knew there was one in there.
Well, I'm not sure I'm right or not. Maybe the newer ones have it.
Yeah, I think they do.
Did you ever meet Patton himself?
No, but he was in a Jeep standing directing us into where the paratroopers were in the Bulge. I'd have been in that if I didn't get hurt.
That'd be a good thing then.
Oh, yeah, it was a good thing.
Well, now you know. It was a bit windy on Saturday.
talking to Al Staniski, and I'm from St. Joe, Minnesota.
What are you flying?
A 180.
On floats, obviously.
Yep.
Have you been on floats very long?
No, I just bought this thing this spring, and I put it on floats here about a month ago, and I just got my float rating here about 3 weeks ago.
Where'd you get the rating at?
Superior.
Okay. Welcome to Moberg.
Thanks.
I'm Kurt Leaders, and this is Piper Leaders.
Hi, Pipe. Hi. And where are you from?
We're from Clear Lake, Minnesota.
And you're co-pilot today?
Yes, sir.
Welcome to Moberg.
Thank you.
Yeah, he did. Yep. Oh yeah, because he's got a place up there. Yeah, he didn't want to get rid of it.
He doesn't do it.
From Grand Rapids.
Okay.
When I owned one type fuel, I had it based down in the I was with Northwest Airlines for a while there.
Exciting landings against the trees over there.
Bemidji traffic is taking runway 13 for departure, Bemidji.
Steve Kickard from Flying Cloud, Minnesota, or Flying Cloud, Eden Prairie, Minnesota.
And whose airplane?
That's Wolfgang.
Wolfgang.
Gentleman sitting down, or kneeling, in the white.
Got it.
I'm Wolfgang Greiner. I flew in this morning from Flying Cloud Airport down in southern Minnesota. It's a Husky A1B. It's an amphib with Whip Air floats.
Welcome to Moberg.
Thank you. I've been here once before. It's a great little airport, and we're coming for lunch here.
Good timing. Corn's ready.
All right.
We want to thank Air Corps Aviation for donating a pile of hats and shirts today, too. They've been very generous. Mark, pilot of the Beaver, get a hat or a shirt. Terry Stromer, or Stromer. Choice of a hat or a shirt. Amanda Willis gets a hat or a shirt.
That is cool, but
Bemidji Fire Department, Bemidji crash sign, EAA runway A, advised. Bemidji Fire, Bemidji crash sign.
Ladies and gentlemen, eyes to the skies. That is what you call an amphibious beaver.
What do you think, buddy? What, bud?
and Jerry are at the grill. And they are awesome. They are making more burgers.
Well, you remember the thing?
You're off the float.
AEE. No, EAA. Ah, that's experimental aviation. I found a letter this morning. We got from Newman. Oh, you had it? Okay. Thing, you gotta help me. Let's do it.
I'll send this to you, Mark.
Burn a hole in your pocket. That's cool. I don't think I have to buy one just to be able to tell it's a good deal, right? So, you know, they'll just drift for a while till they get out.
That'll take you back.
Grandbaby. Grandpa John. Yeah, watch your step. They got him pretty cleaned up. It was way worse than this.
name is Karen Myers, and we'd like to thank you for joining us on our 4th annual Moberg Fly-In, EAA Chapter 1397. This is saluting you. Those that didn't come, we'll see you next year.